Welcome. Hey everyone. I am actually live in 3 different places right now. I think this is the first time in 9 years of filming that I've ever successfully went live in 3 different places. It actually took some focus on my part. So those of you in Facebook, please stay tuned. This is going to be about 10 minutes of your life, which is not a lot. So as you come on here, I'm going to address each platform individually. YouTube, hang on. You're my family. I know you'll stay here. Facebook, Andrea Lee, Leigh Cox. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Looks like we have 15 of you on already. I want you to stay this whole 10 minutes. It's only 10 minutes out of your life. This is really going to help you because it's helped me elevate my consciousness in my life. YouTube on the Detox Intuitive and eventually on Andrea Cox TV when I upload this. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please tell me where you're tuning in from in the comments below. Also hit the thumbs up or throw this video some love. And on Instagram, Raw Chef Andrea, thank you so much. We know that I ignore you guys. Instagram's my smallest following. I don't know what I'm doing there. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here with me today. It's a really windy day. I planted my garden yesterday and took the day off, and today I'm getting some work done. And I actually had a Zoom session with a client, or FaceTime rather, with a client right before I started this. And it was something that came up for her, and we processed it and we worked through it. And so now I'm going to share it with all of you. So Facebook, Instagram, I am going to stare at the camera over here. So I'm going to be slightly looking away from you, but I would appreciate it if you would stay here the entire time. So I want to talk about vibration and how we can use the law of vibration to better every area of our life. I mean, our love life, our health, our finances, our joy, our happiness. The law of vibration is one of the 7 Hermetic principles, 7 Hermetic laws that I have followed and that I'm really getting into following on a much deeper level. And I've actually built a really large platform that I've kept secret on the 7 Hermetic principles. And it's a YouTube channel, and I haven't shared it on any of these social media platforms. But today I want to explain the one law that is my personal favorite, and then I'm going to help you clear one of your chakras, which is your throat chakra. And that has to do, I'm going to use vibration with that. So the main thing for you to remember is everything is energy, and energy is everything. So everything holds a certain vibration. You hold a vibration, I hold a vibration, this book holds a vibration, my animals hold a vibration, this plant right here holds a vibration, it's living. These dates that I've been snacking on, and I often snack on, they hold a vibration. So let's take these dates for an example, right? So I often snack on dates, and I snack on them for a specific reason. They hold a high vibration because they're a fruit, but they're grounding because it's a dried fruit, right? So this is still a high vibration, but it doesn't hold the vibration as, say, an orange or an apple freshly picked off a tree, or a freshly squeezed green juice. And so I eat dates because they ground me, because they've been dried, right? So a food that would contain maybe a little heavier vibration than a date would be like a Brazil nut, right? There's a reason we can't give Brazil nuts to doggies, because they're too high in fat. It lowers the dog's vibration. It upsets the pancreas. So imagine animal products, dairy, eggs, meat, fish. That's of a much lower vibration because it's dead and decomposing. So when we think of high vibrational foods, we think of living foods, fresh foods, fruits, vegetables that we grow ourselves, uh, freshly pressed green juice, big salads with avocado in it. But once we start reaching for things like bottled dressings that we buy in the stores, or things such as sulfured fruits, animal products, meat, dairy, even eggs, all of that, it lowers our vibration. Our molecular structure was not created to be vibrating so low. Now, there is a time and a place for these types of items, specifically in our diet, right? So the reason I choose to snack on dates on days that I'm working is because it's a dried fruit, so it grounds me. Sometimes I'll snack on nuts because it grounds me. But on a day that I would be out like climbing, the red rocks or cycling or going to the gym, or yesterday when I was planting my garden, I was just drinking green juice all day because it's a higher vibration, right? So I have more energy to do so. Now, today I want to talk about the fifth chakra, and then we're actually going to use the law of vibration to clear that chakra. So each chakra holds a certain vibration in the body. And if you stay with me, I'll explain this. So say you're trying to attract love into your life, but you're in a lack mentality when it comes to money, right? So you're always worried about, there's never enough, or money's not flowing or something like that, but yet you're trying to attract love into your life and it just fails miserably. The fifth chakra is the chakra we would actually want to clear for that, not the heart chakra, but the fifth chakra, which is, it holds the vibration of the color blue, and it's the throat chakra. Because our throat chakra is creativity, speaking. It's what can bring in abundance through our communication, right? We have to communicate in order to make a living. So when the fifth chakra is blocked in the body, oftentimes we'll get sore throats. We'll have to clear our throat repeatedly. I forget where I read this, it was years ago, but I read years ago that the FBI, when they're interviewing people, when they've got someone that's in trouble or something, they will watch for them to clear their throat, because the clearing of the throat is actually a sign of guilt. So, it's important that we keep the throat chakra clear and open. So one of the ways I like to do this is through the law of vibration. And a lot of times as I'm going to sleep, I'll listen to either binary rhythms, or I'll play my singing bowls. When my rescue dog, Roger, was dying of cancer, I would often play the singing bowls for him. But it's a way to, hang on one sec, you guys. Sorry, this cut out. Sorry about that. It's so windy out here. So it's a way to keep the throat chakra open. Also, foods that heal the throat chakra are cilantro, oregano. Cilantro is the great lung healer. So I'm going to actually play this for just like a second. And what you can do is you can focus on what you want to create as you listen to this, and you can call it to you, and you can actually ask for your throat chakra to be opened so you can create better. And I want to say one other thing. A lot of times the chakras will become imbalanced as we are imbalanced. So this is where, the food comes hand in hand. Like, what are you eating? Are you balancing the lower vibrational foods with the higher vibrational foods, right? So are you eating things like, dates, sprouted nuts and seeds, and, high vibrational salads, fresh juices? And then are you occasionally having a piece of fish like twice a month or whatever? I've been vegan 23 years, so I don't even eat fish. But, you need to at least balance things like that. And there's a reason. If you go back and you think of like Thanksgiving, for an example, and people eat that big meal at Thanksgiving and then they feel like they have to take a nap. There's a reason for that. It's heavy, it's dense, it's low vibrational eating. Yes, we're around friends and family and it's supposed to be happy and la da da. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, right? But if we consume those foods, we are going to feel heavy, we are going to feel sleepy, we are going to feel tired. So, there's so many ways to raise our vibration, because vibration is energy and energy is everything. Everything is energy and energy is everything. What we put out into the world will come back to us. Now, I'm going to get to the throat chakra and clearing that in just a second. So stay with me, because this is what intuitively, when I meditated this morning, I felt like a lot of us were struggling with. And oftentimes when things are going on in the world, like the Russia-Ukraine thing, and the gas prices, my God, the food prices, things like that, we can close down. And usually the throat chakra is the first thing to actually close. So I just want to make that crystal clear. Hang on one sec, you guys. Thanks for all the likes and the hearts, you guys. I appreciate it. So it's important to keep these chakras balanced and open with a high vibrational diet. Plant-based is what I recommend. I'm in my mid-40s. I've been plant-based for 23 years. I have a birthday coming up that really is a big one. And, by going within and really focusing on shadow work and healing those parts of ourselves that we don't want to face, that we just want to eat away, smoke away, drink away, screw away, whatever. It's really about focusing on those things. Now, sometimes when we are lowering our vibration, on this channel, the Detox Intuitive, I say a lot of things that people don't like. They just do not like it. They're like, oh my God, don't show me the truth. Hush. Oh, she's embarrassing herself. No, I'm saying things to help people grow, right? So even though I'm lowering my vibration for the moment that I may be saying certain things that people need to hear and getting these intuitive messages out, I'm actually helping elevate consciousness by saying things that people really don't want to see in themselves. And I had to go through that process in order to see the things I had to change within myself, right? So I wasn't always like Miss Independent and, anti-codependency. And I wasn't always like this. For a big part of my life, I had issues that I didn't want to face. And it took someone showing me what I didn't want to face those, right? So there is a time and a place to lower our vibration. And some people are put here on this earth to actually trigger others into change. That doesn't mean that person is going to attract negativity to them. If we practice the proper protection skills, the proper if we act as our own mother and father in a sense, and protect our energy energetically, we can actually, at times lower our vibration to get a certain point across, and then raise it again by the foods we eat, by the company we keep, by the air we breathe, by doing good work out in this world. I want to say one more thing, and then I'm going to get into helping us clear our throat chakra, which is the blue chakra. It's the 5th chakra, I believe, on the list of the chakras. So my client that I just worked with, and I asked her for permission to share this with all of you. Thanks for the hearts, you guys, on Facebook and Instagram. she was going through a situation where she's been very lucky in business. She does excellent. She runs two different businesses. She brings in money. Everything's great. But recently she started doubting herself because she had a series of refunds, and she started doubting her own ability, and she was asking herself, why is this happening? Am I in the right field? She had like 5 refunds in a row. And I told her, I said, well, let's instead look at why you are attracting that into your life. Like why you are attracting those refunds, because everything is energy and energy is everything, right? So what type of energy were you putting out that you attracted that into your life? And she said, actually, I had had this service done. I had had a massage. I had had my nails done, blah, 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 blah. And I had gotten refunds for those things because they weren't to my liking. That's what she said. And so we addressed it, and we actually did a whole chakra clearing on all her chakras. But when it came to this bowl, I was using my singing bowls. They're actually all around me right now. When it came to the fifth chakra, the throat chakra, she started coughing. It was like there was something that needed to come out, or there was something stuck. And so we went deeper. And I said, okay, what made you ask for those refunds? And she said, well, growing up, I was constantly told money doesn't grow on trees. Now, how many of us have heard that money doesn't grow on trees? And it doesn't. I mean, I have a money tree right here. I don't see any money on it, but I like it because of the vibration that it brings into my house, and actually each room. So processing her was so beautiful because we got to the root of the problem of why she was putting out a specific low vibrational energy. Things weren't perfect, so she got a refund for them when people were really trying to give her their best. And then that came back to her because we live in a state of almost instant karma now. So that kind of energy comes right back to us, right? If we promise someone a certain thing, we don't follow through, our money is held up, etc. Right? So that's the law of flow, right? What we put out comes back to us. People who hold on to their money too tightly don't make money. So let's work on this fifth chakra, shall we? Now, this is also good if any of you have been silenced, right? If you've been silenced because of what you say. I've been silenced, I've been censored before of what I've said on health and wellness, but also I've been silenced when, I've said things and people don't like what I say. So they try to, shut it down, but it doesn't bother me. It just makes me go stronger, right? Okay, so let's clear this throat chakra. So just now, when I played that, what was coming up for me a lot was that a lot of us have been told those things growing up, right? Money doesn't grow on trees. You need to do this, blah, blah, blah. Maybe money grows on trees for you. Maybe you create something. Look, you guys, I took a $500 website 3 years ago and turned it into like 20 grand a month. So maybe you have produced something that produces for you. And maybe it's time to honor that, you're like that, and give back, right? A lot of times people aren't as giving until they start bringing in abundance, right? You see it all the time. People are holding on to their money, holding on to their money, holding on to their money. Then they have one big investment or one thing that brings in a ton of abundance, and boom, they become this like giver that's like donating everywhere and doing all these nice things. It's hard to give when you have a scarcity mindset. It's hard, it's difficult. And I think that many of us, unless we, grew up with a trust fund as a trust fund baby, have went through that at some point, right? Where we've clutched our money, where we've held on to things. So if we remember two things, and I'm going to let you guys go because I don't want to keep you here all day. If we remember, just like I reminded my client, that, we can take from what we were taught growing up, we can take the pieces that are really good, like brush your teeth and get enough sleep and, don't wear the same outfit every day, do your laundry, and then we can let go of the things that maybe we were taught, that our parents were taught and their parents taught them, that maybe we need to let go of, like either scarcity mindset or what have you. And we can create our own, set of rules and regulations that work for us. Great. And if we remember that energy is everything and everything is energy, and the law of vibration, the Egyptians used the vibration of sound. They used vibration to get the energy to build the pyramids. That's a fact. They use the energy of hermiting, going within, and then the law of vibration to actually build the pyramids. That's powerful. That's, if they used it to build the pyramids, imagine what you can do with the law of vibration. Imagine what you can do when you clear out your chakras. Imagine what you can do when you adopt the principle that everything holds a vibration and what you put out comes back. Now, there's one other thing, and I want to address this because being a Pisces with a lot of Scorpio in my chart, I am light, and baby, I am dark. Like I can be shining my light like a butterfly and a unicorn, and then the next day I can be like saying things that people don't want to hear to get a point across or to provoke change, whether it's in myself or someone else. What we have to remember is there's a time and a place. And also another one of the Hermetic principles, other than the law of vibration, is that everything has poles. To every positive, there's a negative. Everything has a set of opposites. So what we have to be prepared for when we put out something that maybe isn't of the highest vibration, or when we eat something that isn't of a real high vibration, that we're going to suffer for that, right? If you eat a steak or meatballs for dinner, you're not going to feel like running 6 miles in the morning. If you do, call me. I'd like to know your secrets. If you eat a salad with a piece of high quality dark chocolate or a couple gluten-free vegan cookies for dinner, you might feel a little better. You might be carved up and feeling good the next day. If you feast on juice and fruit and vegetables and change your dairy out to vegan, plant-based dairy, you'll probably feel like getting more things done. If you are I don't want to say entertainer, if you are a teacher or a leader of some sort, or you have an audience of some kind, and you put out positive things all the time, that's great. You'll get positive back. But our true lessons come from negative situations in our life. So just like the law of poles, opposites, everything has a positive to every negative. There is a positive to negative things happening too. We grow, we learn from negative things, we learn lessons from negative things, right? So there's a reason for all of this. So I hope this made sense to you guys. I know usually my stuff makes sense 10 years later, but I actually hope someone gets it right now. If you do, comment in the comments below. Thank you on Instagram. Thank you on YouTube. Thank you on Facebook. I appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, I hope this made sense. You can grab the book, Eat Right for Your Zodiac, at AndreaCox.com. It is available on Amazon too. If you order it on Amazon, please, please, please leave a review. We've got beautiful reviews there. It's sold out in quite a few Barnes & Noble store, but you can also find it in Barnes & Noble's, the hard copy, and in Target stores. And my intuitive life coaching, I will link in the comments, or you can go to AndreaCox.com. After you sign up for the newsletter, exit out there, click on intuitive life coaching, click on wellness coaching. You can find my services there. I am booked up until mid to end April. Bye. Thanks. Bye. I love not knowing how to exit this out. Okay. YouTube, you're the last to get off of here.